I'm gonna start making little tutorials like this on effects I do. This is like a glitch slash teleport effect. It's not really a name for it. You're gonna need 3 different clips for this effect. One with the artist in one spot, one without the artist, just the scene, and then one with the artist again in a different spot. First thing we're gonna do is duplicate the first clip and drag it on top of the original one by holding Option and dragging it up. You're gonna right click on that last frame and scroll up to add frame hold. Then you're gonna drag that frame above the clip that doesn't have the artist in it, just the scene, and start at the same keyframe and then drag it, I do halfway across for the certain glitch effect. Then we're gonna do the same thing to the next clip, but instead of using the last keyframe, we're gonna use the first keyframe. Then you do the same thing, you option click, drag it up, and put it right next to the other one we did. So now we have both frames right next to each other that we're going to be working with. Now we go up in the effects panel on the first clip we're working with, and we're going to make a mask around the artist, speeding it up for the sake of the video. For some reason I like to put one on the bottom and drag the bottom down just to make sure that, I don't know. And so now we're going to take that clip and we're going to right click and scroll to nest. Hit OK on that. Once we have that nested, I'm going to go up and hit mask again to the rectangle one. I like to turn it into a diamond and I'm going to put it over the artist's face. Once that's all lined up, you're going to go back over to mask expansion and you're going to shrink that down until the artist disappears. Then we're going to keyframe that and drag that to the end so the artist disappears throughout the clip. And then we're going to come back over to expansion and drag it all the way out until the artist is fully back and put that keyframe at the beginning. Then you'll have that glitch effect while he's disappearing to give it that cool teleport look. This is what that's going to look like. Okay, now we're going to move on to the second part of the effect. On the second clip, we're going to do that same mask. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'll go through it quickly. Once that's all done, you're going to nest that clip again, just like you did the first one. Now we're going to do another mask like we did for the first clip, another rectangle one, turning it into a diamond over the artist's face. And then we're going to do the same thing with the mask expansion like we did the first time. But this time we're going to shrink it down to where you can't see the artist and put that keyframe at the beginning. And then drag it out to when you can see all the artists and put that keyframe at the end. Taking a second to load. And once that's all done, we're going to go up to the effects panel again. And we're going to grab our glitch effect and throw that on the clip we just worked with. And that's pretty much the effect as far as the glitch goes. Then you can add some movement to it like I did to make it a little more interesting. And to do that, we're going to grab all the clips we just worked with, right click up to nest, hit OK. Now we have that one just nested clip. Then we're going to click on that nested clip and go up to the position and scale keyframes. You're going to want to set the scale for the middle one to 105 because we're going to have it start in close on the artist, zoom out to the original frame, and then zoom into the artist's second position. We're going to put these keyframes where we want it to be at its original frame before it zooms back into the next position. Going to add a little rotation to give it a little extra smooth swoop. Change it back for how you want it to end. Bezier on that, just right clicking on it, go to that and Bezier. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it.